Hey Leo, it's Teresa with One Love, One Light. Welcome to your message. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, what do you have for Leo? What do you have for Leo? And we have the Swan, Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. And I see two swans here, so I feel like this is grace through times of, it could be rough patch in a relationship, but it always sticking by each other and having that trust and that understanding that even though we may get in arguments, even though we may not see eye to eye, we always love each other and we always come back to each other, But I'm also getting that there's, some type of situation where you're really wanting to weather it in a different way, be able to come out better as a person than you were prior to this. So whatever that is, I feel like Spirit is answering your prayers. God is answering your prayers about these things. All right, what else do we have for Leo? What am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Wow, that's really powerful. So I feel like that is this assurance that you have, this reassurance that you have from your partner, from those around you. I feel like from God, I feel like you really are starting to understand how fear has held you back from beautiful things in your life. And now you're just not willing to let things pass you by. Not anymore. All right, so what else do we have for Leo? And we have Owl Spirit, Wisdom. Yes, number 27. So I feel like there is definitely wisdom that you've learned. You may be questioning, why have I let fear overtake me in the past, and why did it take me so long to muster this courage or whatever? I feel like this is all because of lessons that you've learned, and it's not just those lessons that have given you wisdom, but your experiences themselves are, have made you wise. But let's see what the book has to say about Owl Spirit. Number 27, which breaks down to a 9. Abounding insight, profound majesty, and grace. There we go. We have this grace here. Are available to you now simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient wisdom is emerging. You know the truth. Trust your intuition and perceptions right now. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. The excellent sight of an owl in the darkness corresponds with your ability to perceive the reality of a situation, even in the murkiest of conditions. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of profound illumination and transformation. The owl sits at the shoulder of Athena and Merlin, revealing sacred truths. In some native cultures, the owl is called the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle, but works silently in the darkness of night. This card can also mean that it's time to embrace your dark side as well as your light. Through doing so, you will be in balance. So that's yin and yang energy, and being able to utilize that to your advantage. So trust in your ability to see the deepest truth in situations and in people. Wisdom is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. This is a good time to sign up for inspirational courses. Messages from Spirit are all around you. Look for them and trust what you feel. Wow, I feel like this is a really major time for you. So I feel like there are certain situations, they could be in your career, in your relationships, in, you know, in your finances, that have been rocky, and you have held it together, and there's something powerful about that. Because maybe in the past you've fallen apart and had to rebuild, but this time you've really held it together, and I feel like there's something that you finally motivates you. It's like you understand your own power. Wow. All right, what else do we have for Leo? And we have the Four of Ariel, the Four of Pentacles. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. I feel like this is your past energy. Extremes in how you save or spend money. I feel like you were blocked because of a fear of not having enough, fear of losing something. So you may have been blocked. You may have been holding on too tightly to certain things, or not being willing to take any risks. So what's the challenge here? The challenge is the High Priestess. So this is powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. So I feel like you weren't at peace, so you were having a hard time connecting with your intuition, understanding things that are beyond the veil, understanding the way the universe works. I feel like you've been coming into this transformation. The High Priestess is full of grace and understanding and empathy, but doesn't often speak her mind, right? It's all about guarding the secrets. So let's see what the advice from Spirit is here. And we have the Perspective card. This is the Hanged Man, number 12. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So I feel like this is about your daring energy. This is, you know, finally coming out of this Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is a major, major time for you. You're seeing things from other perspective, which just intensifies your wisdom, just builds your wisdom even further. What is the outcome here? And we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And I feel like that is really what you could come into, a windfall of money. I feel like this is your time. It's like you're finally on top of the wheel, where you have had a lot of rocky times at the bottom of the wheel. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Michael, the Three of Swords. Release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. So I'm feeling like, you know, this is past energy that you were in, but now it's like being grateful for what you have, being grateful for the love, the support, the connections, the abundance. Everything that you have is only going to bring more of those things to you. And I feel like you're really coming out this beautiful swan on top of the wheel. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. Show me that Four of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Swords. So yeah, I feel like there's a need to break through that barrier. I feel like this is going to take meditation, rest, rejuvenation, healing of old wounds that we talked about here with this Three of Swords. Show me this High Priestess. And we have the Nine of Coins. So yeah, I feel like there's been this idea of doing, you know, working really hard on your own, but now you're really coming into connection with others, and you've understood that that's what we're all meant to come into, our divine connections and experience things not just on our own, but as well with others. Show me this Perspective card, this Hanged Man. And we have the Five of Coins. Again, understanding that even in times you felt alone, that you had support, or that you didn't believe you had support, there was a reason that you went through these times, so that you could recognize your own power in situations. Show me this Wheel of Fortune. And we have the star. Beautiful. Really on top of the wheel. This is destined. This is written in the stars. This is your wisdom, your healing, your faith carrying you towards what you're being guided to by God, by the universe. Let's clarify this Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck here? And we have the Fool. So I feel like this is almost like saying, like, when you were first starting out, your naivety had not served you. Now you're in this wisdom spirit. So I feel like the whole world has changed, and now it's time to close this chapter and move on to everything that you've worked so hard for. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're moving on to something that is really interesting to you, because you've been kind of distracted and bored and allowing things that are in the physical realm to distract you from your spiritual realm. All right, so let's get some guidance here. What guidance do we have for Leo? Okay, we have this one here. Express your love through your deeds. Yes. That's just saying actions speak louder than words when it comes to your love connections. Okay, we have this one here. To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. Okay. And we have this one here. You are an I. Use this higher aspect of yourself to redeem your shadow aspect. So you may be going through dark night of the soul. There may be certain wounds that you have to dig a little deeper for to be able to acknowledge and heal them. But they are going to come into your periphery, because you are building this bank of wisdom that is something that only time and experience can bring you. So those are the messages that came through for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.